D.L. Hall, and he's a 24-year-old with the Baltimore Orioles. He's 6'2", 195 pounds, out of Valdosta, Georgia. He was drafted by the Baltimore Orioles in the first round at pick 21 in 2017. What do you got, Ross?
Yeah, DL Hall's got a really interesting profile.
Yeah.
He's gone from being a really big name pitching prospect to kind of losing some luster. And now I think he's kind of maybe starting to regain it. I'm looking at rankings. It still looks like he's dropped a little bit, even coming into this year. Let me walk through his career. He was drafted in the first round, number 21 overall by the Baltimore Orioles. He debuted in 2017, so we're going way back now.
Yeah.
As an 18-year-old, wasn't a great debut, but a small sample, just 10 innings. 2018, age 19, he had a pretty good follow-up with a 2.1 ERA in 94 and a third innings pitched. He struck out 9.5 batters per nine. Interesting that was not very high at that time, because that's kind of become a part of his game now. In 2019, as a 20-year-old, at high A, he put together a 3.46 ERA and struck out 12.9 batters per nine innings. His whip was a 1.326, is pretty high. He had a problem with giving away free passes, 6 walks per nine. In 2021, after the break, in just 31 and 2/3 innings at Double A, he put a 3.13 ERA together, struck out 56 batters, 15.9 per nine innings, pretty high. And his whip was way down to 1.011. So his walk rate was still a little high, but he wasn't allowing any hits apparently. So 4.5 walks per nine that season. 2022, this last season, he played 3 different levels. Well, he spent most of his time at AAA, highest rungs of the minor leagues now. He put together a 4.7 ERA, which is a little high. You don't want to see that in one of your top 10 prospects. And his whip was at 1.448, again, pretty high. His walk rate almost back to that 2019 rate, 5.8 per nine. But he struck out 14.7 batters per nine innings too. So this guy's profile is kind of all over the map, right? High strikeout rate, high walk rate. He's letting people get in. He's letting people score. That's not exactly what you want. Scout the stat line thinks, because probably in large part due to that very high strikeout rate, that his ERA should be a lot lower than it really is. That's what they're signaling with their xFIP, and that's how he comes in where he does in our rankings.
Yeah, like you were saying, career 12.5 K per nine, and then a 5.14 walk per nine. That walk rate has got to go away. If he can control that, he's probably a strikeout machine. But we have plenty of data showing us that that walk rate is way too high, and it's ruining his prospect status in my eyes. I look at this profile and I want no part of it, because that is way too many walks, especially when he gets into the majors where a guy or the guys on another major league roster are just gonna, okay, well, throw your meatball on the corner. I'm not gonna swing at it.
Well, they like to sometimes use this phrase, wildly effective. And I don't know that that's the case here. But I mean, that is something to consider, is like he's kind of just, he's surprising people occasionally. but he's all over the place. If he doesn't make it as a starting pitcher, though, we're looking at a guy that could be a really effective relief pitcher right here. High strikeout rate, allows some free passes, but that might be okay for a 1 or 2 inning stretch, you know. So if he doesn't figure it out as a starter, this guy could be a really good reliever.
Yeah, no, I agree. I would, in my eyes, I don't want any part of it. But pitchers are so interesting. He could figure it out one day and be absolute dominance. That would excite me. But right now, I'm a little bit turned off on the walks.
His projected peak xFIP is 3.27. It's really low.
That's a lot of strikeouts.
He's joining an up and coming Orioles system too.
Yep. That is going to have a really good defense behind him.
Yep.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and of course visit our website, scoutthestatline.com for more.